Hello, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. Yeah, I'm wearing the same shirt. Get over it. Believe it or not, I pre-record a lot of videos back to back because I have a lot of busy things going on, and I get them put out there in advance. So I'm recording this in mid-August. You're probably not going to see it until early September. But having said that, I do wash it. I do change into other clothes. Okay, it's just right now I've gotten a lot of videos back to back, so hope you don't mind. Anyway, so welcome to another episode. I am going to unbox something that I've already shown on this channel, and that is these guys. Okay, from a customizer named Rebel Forge. Okay, and he puts these little play sets together. They're not really play sets. They're kind of like what Hasbro does right now. They are little dioramas, right? But I love them, and I want to get them out here, and I have a nice space that I'm hoping will fit both of these. So we're going to get them all put together first. We're going to start, actually I'll start with this one since the box is already opening. I love the box. The box art to me is great. I subscribe to another, or I often will pick up another customizer named Palitoy, and he also does boxes, but they're a little more flimsy. I'm not sure, having never grown up in England, I'm not sure if that's really what the boxes were like, so I don't want to judge harshly. Because I love the work he does. I don't want to actually, Palitoy does amazing, amazing stuff. But I got to say that this guy, Rebel Forge, has some really, really, really cool, nifty stuff. He's got a backdrop, which is not cardboard. It's actually on foam core, which gives it a little bit more durability, which is awesome. So he has two things. He has the Ice Planet Assault, okay, which I'm unboxing now. And then the other one is the Executor Bridge. All right, both are Empire Strikes Back items. Now, this is the part that's kind of awesome. Looks like he included a couple of other things here. I didn't know that was happening, so. Wow. Cool. He included a Rebel Forge custom figure, Imperial Stormtrooper Hoth battle gear. I do believe he mentioned that. It also has a thing on the back. This is does say Rebel Forge on it, so there's no getting around that this is in fact a customized figure. The only thing I'm curious about is I have to look back on the original order and see if the figure itself is customizable or was it a reproduced figure. I'm not 100% sure, so I'll have to look that up in the original thing. All right, so now this is what's cool. It's got a plasticky base. This is kind of a styrene, okay, but it has a foam board bottom, so it gives it a little more stability. There is a little bit of scuff on here. I don't know if that scuff is able to wash off, but you know what? Every now and then you get some dirty snow, so that's okay. You can have that. All right, I'm going to take this and his Rebel Forge stickers and put them back in the box, just so I have them back in here. All right, and what I'm hoping to do is be able to display this and the box, but I don't know. The space I'm looking at might not work. So, all right, so basically it's just it's pretty simple. When I say pretty simple, what I mean by that, now the styrene has a little bit of give, which is good because it kind of started to bend inward. So, all right, this is going to be, oh, there we go. I don't want to bend, there it is, awesome. Okay, and there you have the base, and then you can put figures in it, all the figures you want. Well, not all the figures you want, but a nice, group of figures on here. He utilizes a couple of the Snow Trooper figures, an AT-AT driver, and the Imperial officer, and Vader, along with the tripod gun. So we'll get to that in a little bit. All right, I'll put that off to the side, along with the figure. All right, now our other one is the Executor Bridge playset. Okay, again, awesome box, very sturdy. So this comes with one package. Now I've been hoping I can work on getting these. Oh, looks like he also came with a, ooh yeah, Rebel Forge, Darth Vader figure. That's cool. That is awesome. I think these are original figures. I mean, they could have reproduction parts, weapons, capes, that kind of thing. The figure itself looks like it could be original. I don't really want to open it up. It's kind of nice. I like the figure. I like it in the package. There's no mistaking this for an original carded figure. I think it's different art, and it's Rebel Forge. So that's good. And also the card just feels different. It's a little bit thicker. There's just a different feel to it. So there's no getting around this being a repro. I just don't know if the figure itself is a reproduction or not. It looks like it might be original, but kind of an old figure that they've kind of doctored up with the other accessories to make it, seem like that. I'll try to look back on the original thing. Dear customer, thank you for your purchase. We hope you enjoy your items and visit us again soon. Here at Rebel Forge, we're very proud of what we produce, and they're always looking to develop new ideas and refine existing ones. We welcome any constructive feedback to make our product range better and wider. Okay, well, so far, Rebel Forge, I'm pretty happy with it. The only criticism I have on the first one, if you want to call it that, is that it was starting to bend and get a little wonky. I don't know if that's worth mentioning, that to people that they should probably make sure that they get it set up earlier than later, because I bought this a few weeks ago. All right, let's check this one out. All right, so this one, it's got the same kind of thing, right? Foam core. All right, pretty nice quality base. A little bit of flimsiness, not too bad. The foam base really helps. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy on a little bit easier. This one only had, oh yeah, this one looks like, I don't know if this was the second one they did, but yeah, so there it is. All right, cool. So that is awesome. Now, if only I had some figures that I could put on this. Of course I have figures. Hang on a second. There we go. We got our two dioramas set. I got to be a little careful because they're kind of teetering on the boxes so you can see them. But we have our Executor, or Executor, 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 I don't know, whatever, one or the other. Pick your word. With Vader and the bounty hunters. Yes, there is one missing. You know which one. He's worth a lot to me. Boba Fett. Boba Fett is missing because I looked around and I realized that I don't have a loose Boba Fett nearby. I have carded ones. I have my original one that's sitting in my little display case, and that's it, because it's almost impossible to purchase. I wanted to get another loose Boba Fett. I had one that was I think I paid $15 for it and was cracked in the back. If someone tried to force the missile out when they were young and it was cracked, and I had to pay $15 for that. Boba Fett's a very popular figure, so it's hard to come by without spending like $50, $60 for a loose figure. So I'm somewhere. I know I have they did an anniversary figure that looks just like the original. It's kind of it was before they did the retro line. This is years earlier. They kind of, I guess for the 30th anniversary of Star Wars, they created a Boba Fett, or 30th of Empire, they created a Boba Fett, a total facsimile of the original. I mean, it's dated differently on the leg, so it's not a repro or anything, but I can't find it. It's around somewhere. I just don't know where. So I'll stumble across it someday. And I'll get that figure in this little diorama. And then, of course, we have our other one. We have the Hoth, Ice Planet Assault. All right. And I do love how they call it an action playset. I don't know how much action are in either of these. It's just a display. I will say, Rebel Forge, that is a tiny criticism. An action playset means, I believe that it actually has a textbook definition somewhere, that there is an action feature. If you think of like Imperial Attack Base, and you slide there's little levers that you can slide, and the little base structure falls apart, or the ice cavern collapses, or even there's a little base where you can put the figure, you can rest the figure's foot on it, and then you touch it and the thing pops, so the figure falls down like you shot it or something. Those are action features. This is not an action playset. These are essentially dioramas. It's a diorama playset, or a diorama, display. So other than naming it that, I have no other notes. It's great. It's sturdy. It holds about half a dozen to 8 or 9 figures you can probably cram in there. Okay. This one, I will say, full disclosure, I'm trying to limit these to vintage old 70s and 80s figures. But in this case, my original radar or a laser cannon is deep in a display case, and I don't want to take it out. So I have one of the Power of the Force versions. So that's why, like, I'm going through a lot of my Power of the Force, the 90s stuff. And it's not that I want to get rid of all of it. I just want to get rid of the things that I feel like I'm even going to get into. I'm not going to get into too many dioramas. Okay. And that is one thing that I knew I'd want to keep because I knew I would use it. And here's a perfect place for it. Of course, it looks like the 3 stormtroopers are aiming a cannon at our 2 poor rebel soldiers. So if you watch Star Wars Daddy, it's Bob and Carl. But I don't know why they won't leave Hoth, but whatever. If you know, you know. If you don't know, watch Star Wars Daddy, and you will definitely get it. All right, so these are awesome. Kudos to Rebel Forge. Check them out. Check them out on Etsy. Just do a search. You'll find them all over the place. And I think they have other things out there. If they don't have others, they're going to be making others. And these are not too big, so they work really well for dioramas. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Check me out on Instagram and Bluesky, and Darth Tuba's unboxing page on Facebook. Leave comments. Make the conversation happen. Do the like thing. Do the share thing. Get people to know about the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the Rebel Forge and the toys be with you.